Smithfield Cattle Company is a specialist lot feeding business. Our core skill that we've been developing over the last 36 years is in lot feeding beef cattle. In 2016 we purchased Sapphire Feedlot down near Goondiwindi to diversify geographically to some extent so that we could attract different cattle from different regions. We're feeding about 43,000 head of cattle at the moment. We've grown it from a small family-owned operation to what's effectively a mid-sized corporate now, but the family values are still very much part of what makes our business a success. What we do is try to focus on operational excellence on a daily basis.
This facility was built for a single function to be a verified exit facility, so we're protecting food safety, and it was built with certain priorities in mind, so food safety being certainly at the top of the list and animal comfort and welfare second, efficiency or speed of operation being very much third to those two things. I firmly believe that each and every one of us have a moral obligation to the welfare of the animals in our care, and that's what should motivate our commitment to good animal welfare practices. The better our husbandry practices are, the better our outcome for our customer. So the facility is also designed to be operated safely and easily. So the Thompson Longhorn software integrates really well with the feedlot software we run, which is fantastic and cuts down the operator inputs all the time. So a person's contact with an animal is actually reduced through the automation system, which in turn leads to better animal welfare outcomes and better safety for the operator.
So this is Sapphire's dispatch facility. So it's a Thompson Longhorn build designed to give us a verified exit on every animal that leaves this feedlot. It's a state-of-the-art facility in terms of animal handling. Everywhere there's concrete in this facility, we've put in the Youngstar new mat flooring. It's a fantastic product, reducing slips, trips and falls, improving the animal welfare and comfort of that animal moving through these yards. The design of the Thompson Longhorn facility promotes no sharp edges or pinch points that animals can come in contact with. So that's just improving our dark cutters at the other end, your bruising on your animals, and giving that animal all the comfort it needs to be able to come from its pen through these yards and off to its destination. So the cattle move into the facility through this lead. They come into the tub here. So this tub is pneumatic controlled but via remote. So the animals come into here, we can hit a button and it can bring this gate around, so it can then give us effective handling to work animals off these two bits of infrastructure to get an effective flow up into the curved race. So as the animals move through this setup, this race enables the animal to move a lot more freely through, especially those bigger body animals as they move into the next area. So it's all incorporated in this curved race. It's one moving race when you do adjust it, so it can't get out of line. So it's one big alignment that tracks around. We'll be able to freely move through here around into the Monarch crush. So the computer system that's linked into the Monarch crush here, it scans the animal individually, and what that'll do is that'll activate this crush. The crush will hold the animal for a short period of time while the computer makes a decision from the parameters that we've put in there, deciding what we want to do with that animal, whether it's fit for exit or whether it's not. So we do our manual entry into that before we start the mob and what we want to go on a truck. And from this point onwards, the yards become fully automated. It's a pneumatic system, so we've got the timers on the sensors so an animal can freely enter and the doors can close in a timely manner, hold that animal without restraining it at the front end, and then once it's made its decision, it'll open the front door. It'll pass through another series of sensors at the front, and what that'll do is that'll activate our draft gates and it'll draft the animal any various way depending on what we put in the computer. So from this part onwards becomes a fully automated system. So the animals have now moved out of the Monarch and through the automated drafting system and into these holding pens. We fill these holding pens to suit what's required to go on the truck. We've added extra protection in these yards, as you can see just here, to take out any sharp corners on these infrastructure shade posts which is above me. So from here the cattle are able to go up into this bugle. It's a curved bugle as well. It's fully matted for protection on those animals. We're not actually in with the animals in that stage. We handle them from a catwalk for safety reasons, and then as we go up into the tub, the animals then exit up onto the dispatch ramp. So it's a split level ramp. It actually has steps, so the animal is able to climb its way up there. So that reduces slipping. It gives the animal ease to move onto the truck. Processing efficiently through these systems is key. We're able to do it with reduced amount of pressure on the cattle. We've taken out labour units or the amount of people in with cattle, so that's reducing the amount of stress hormones that we're adding onto that animal, which is going to have a great effect on that animal as it goes down through the system. It's been fantastic working with Thompson Longhorn throughout the build of these facilities. We've been able to make customised changes as required. It's not as simple as just putting it on paper and getting it done. It's been out here on the ground with them while they're building it. The quality that they offer and the professional way they go about building it, every component's been finished to its highest level, gives us the ability to operate at that higher level every day with what we're doing.